In the shockingly intense, fiercely competitive, and breathlessly explosive contemporary sports romance, Tempting Venom, USA Today and international best-selling powerhouse Rina delivers an absolute masterclass in toxic friction and dark, obsessive chemistry. Serving as the high-octane third installment of her celebrated Viper series, the novel masterfully utilizes an elite sports and hostile attraction framework. The plot centers on two elite, hyper-aggressive hockey players whose mutual hatred on and off the ice is legendary within the league. Driven by an unyielding primal rivalry, their relationship takes a chaotic and high-stakes turn when an unexpected roster shift forces them onto the same team, locking them into a situation of inescapable proximity. Bound by professional expectations and fierce team dynamics, their toxic interactions begin to blur into a dark, suffocatingly intense obsession that threatens to completely derail their hard-won careers and expose long-buried personal vulnerabilities. Kent's signature prose is exceptionally gritty, high-tension, and completely unshielded, capturing the heavy, high-friction boundaries of competitive ambition and hidden desire. The narrative employs a highly dynamic dual-perspective structure, shifting seamlessly between the bruising physical environment of professional hockey rinks and the private, high-stakes psychological warfare waged between the two leads. Kent expertly weaponizes the enemies to lovers, forced proximity, and secret relationship formulas, driving the story's romantic frequencies into a high-heat, dizzying orbit of mutual obsession and addictive raw tension. Far from a predictable sports romance, the book functions as a gripping, visceral study on the fine line between absolute hostility and consuming passion, the isolating weight of public expectations in professional sports, and the realization that the most dangerous opponent isn't the player on the opposing line, but the one who completely shatters your emotional armor. The audiobook format is an absolute tour de force for romance aficionados, leveraging a magnificent, emotionally raw dual narration performance that captures the intense chemistry and visceral panic of the characters with flawless precision. The vocal execution masterfully anchors the narrative's changing frequencies, perfectly translating the sharp, rapid-fire locker room banter, while contrasting it beautifully with the low, growling, and possessive internal monologues of the leads. The exceptional auditory pacing turns thunderous hockey matches, high-stakes team confrontations, and quiet, breathless moments of raw vulnerability into an incredibly addictive audio binge that flows powerfully through headphones. It is an essential, mandatory listen for romance enthusiasts who crave the gritty, elite sports tension of Rachel Reed, combined with the dark psychological edge of conventional dark romance. By the time the final chapters push the protagonists across a permanent point of no return, locking them into a high-stakes choice between public exposure and absolute devotion, you will realize that Tempting Venom is a definitive triumph, a sharp, ice-forged map of absolute resilience and ultimate